since day
I did
off,
not know that.
His son's going.
I did not know
It
that.
cost them all $500 to go.
Fortunate.
I love doing
It was
stuff
a
with
blessing
veterans.
because
My son's
I'm
coming in
also
from
the
Myrtle
head of
Beach to go with
trustees,
his
and so they
dad.
said, go right to the house, go right
They'll
to,
be there
and
at
get right in
3:30,
there, so, and it
at
did.
the airport.
And,
But,
I mean, we had people.
And that house didn't flood.
Yeah, and they come
No,
in
it
about
came, it
8.
came up
Came
to about
close.
an inch.
Yeah.
Right,
And Becky, my
we're taking
sister,
our lawn
actually,
chairs,
she boated
and our
over there
signs,
in the
and
middle of the
our,
night. And so,
bullhorn,
I had the lockbox on
and
the doors,
at
and
my
so she got
church,
in.
um,
And,
I
she said
checked
she
with
just sat there
Stillwater
and looked
Police
over across
about
at the
gun
church
safety.
because the
And
water surrounded
I
the
was
church.
talking to
but it
him,
did
and
not.
he's coming.
That's kind of was at my house. It surrounded my house, but it didn't go in.
Me, my
You know, it's
husband,
crazy
and
because
two
I
other-
know people that live right, you know, around the corner from Jeff and Rita. And
Talking to him, he's one of the honor guards.
they came out of their
I
house
said,
and they
small
were
world,
up to
you just
here
start
and they're
talking
holding their
about
dogs,
things,
like
and
waiting
you learn
out.
so much, but he's
to
gonna
get
be
to-
on honor
Bay
guard.
Area.
So, but I love
They're
him.
right on where the neighborhood, on
I know
Country
St.
Club.
Petersburg, the
It's
main
on
road.
Country Club Drive. So you got St. Pete Drive. It's
They're on Country
like
Club?
2 blocks
I don't know
over
if he was
to
coming tonight or not.
Lafayette. And it's on the other side of Lafayette.
Okay.
Oh,
They got
they're
an
on
early
Lafayette.
flight.
Like they were like at the, like you go Country Club
So how
Drive.
have you been?
They're on that one little orange.
Patty or
something.
National Orange?
Patty.
National Orange.
Yeah.
So,
They're on National Orange. They're on Patty Drive.
okay, I'm going to call this meeting to order. It's 4 o'clock, according to my clock. Would you please stand and for the pledge? To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, we will hear any speakers. If you have anything you would like to bring forward that is not on the agenda, please do so. Is there anyone? Seeing no one, we'll carry on. And at this time, if you will be speaking on any cases within the in the agenda, please stand and be sworn in by our deputy clerk.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes. Thank you.
Perfect. The minutes of the August 7th, 2025 meeting have been distributed to the members of the board. Does anybody have any corrections, additions, or would like to move to waive the reading of the minutes?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. So we can start right in on our agenda. Hi, Mr. Trask.
So we do have the respondent here on this case. They're in the front row. We're going to go ahead and proceed with the case. They're just asking some for additional time to come into compliance, but we're going to go ahead and present the case to you. We call as the city's witness, Greg Silliman. Greg, you've already been sworn in. If you could state what your occupation, your job responsibilities here are at the city.
My name is Greg Silliman. I'm the code enforcement officer for the city of Oldsmar, and I enforce the city codes.
All right, are you familiar with this particular property that's located at 409 Country Club Drive here in Oldsmar?
Yes.
Okay. And is this code enforcement case brought to us based upon a complaint, or is this proactive enforcement?
Proactive enforcement.
Okay. And who is the owner of the property, and how do you know that?
The owner is Advanta IRA Services LLC, and I know that from Mills County Property Appraiser's website.
All right. And what is the actual code violation that was found through the proactive work of the city?
The violations are section 3.3.2, conduct an interior build-out on the property without first obtaining all required building permits, as well as section 6.8.1, which is also it's another section of doing the build-out without first obtaining building permits.
Okay. So did you have an opportunity to go to the property, or someone else from the city go to the property to determine whether or not these two code sections were actually violated?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And what did you find when you went to the property?
I found that work had been done. There had been some exterior a new AC unit that is elevated, a new AC split system that was installed on the home. And it was also listed on Zillow with a description where it says all new tile and laminate flooring throughout the house, new granite countertops. So it's just a description on the Zillow site saying what has been done to the house on the interior.
So an interior remodel also without a building permit?
Yes.
Okay. Well, once you determined that there was a violation, did you issue a code violation notice and send it to the property owner?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and when did you do that?
On July 2nd of '25.
Okay. And in that notice of violation, did you advise the property owner of the code violations that you found on the property?
Yes.
And did you give the property owner a certain period of time in which to come into compliance?
Yes, I did. It was 30 days.
Okay. So is the property in compliance as of today?
No, it is not.
Okay. After the 10 days passed, did you, well, first of all, let's talk about the letter itself. What date did the letter go out?
July 2nd.
Okay. And when you sent out the letter, did you also attach to it photographs to show the property owner that we knew that there were violations on the property?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and what photographs did you include in that letter?
Photographs of the outside, the new AC systems. Also, a photograph that was taken by Pinellas County inspectors after the storms of the old existing AC system that is on the ground.
Okay, why is there a tape measure being placed next to the air conditioning unit?
I believe the Pinellas County inspectors were doing that to measure and show that the AC system was under the water, the high water line.
Okay,
And the third picture is also a picture taken by Pinellas County inspectors of the front entrance of the home with the tape measure, and then inside the home you can see that the drywall has been removed from the flood damage.
okay, and what does the tape measure reflect as to the height of the water inside the home?
It looks to be about 26 inches from the water line, but it's kind of in that crack right there.
Okay, this isn't the water line up here at 37 and a half
I'm
inches?
sorry, yeah, okay, 37 and a half.
Okay, in the back of the photograph, it's showing all the drywall is removed in the
In
interior?
that section of the,
Okay. All right. When you sent out this letter, did you send it by regular and certified mail?
yes,
Okay. Did the regular mail come back?
yes,
Did the certified mail come back?
yes.
Okay, and what was reflected on the envelopes as the reason why they were returned to the city?
Vacant. Return this under vacant, unable forward.
Okay. In the letter itself? Did you also attach to it the printout of the tax collector information or the property appraiser information and the Zillow information that you found online?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and can you show us those that you attached to the letter?
Yes. So it's a copy of the page one of the Pinellas County Property Appraiser's website showing the owner and parcel number. And then the next two are photos of the Zillow ad and the listing of what was redone in the home.
Okay. Okay, I need those back. Don, are these mine? All right. So when the property did not come into compliance, did you set this case for hearing before the Code Enforcement Board?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And did you issue a notice of hearing?
Yes.
And what was the date that you issued the notice of hearing?
It was issued on August 5th of '25.
Did you send that by regular and certified mail to the property owner?
Yes.
Okay. Did the regular mail come back?
No.
Did the certified mail come back?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll take the letter too. When you sent that notice of hearing, did you also attach to it some additional photographs or other information?
Yes, along with the notice of hearing was also another copy of the Pinellas County Property Appraiser's website, a copy of the property taxes from the Pinellas County Tax Collector, as well as a picture of the exterior of the home with a for rent sign in front, and then another picture of the two AC systems and the trim work on the exterior of the home.
Okay. Okay, when the letters were returned from the property as being not received, did you also go out to the property and post the property with the notice of hearing?
Yes, I did,
Okay, and when did you post the property with the notice of hearing?
on August 5th.
Okay, did you also post the notice of hearing at City Hall?
Yes,
Did you also reflect in an affidavit of service that you sent it by regular and certified mail?
yes,
When you posted the property of the notice of hearing, did you take a photograph of the posting of the notice of hearing?
yes, I did,
Did you take a photograph at both City Hall and the property itself?
yes,
Okay. And is that attached to the affidavit of service that you prepared?
yes.
Okay. So as of today, is the property in compliance?
No, it is not.
What has the property owner done to try to bring the property into compliance?
I believe they've turned the initial reassessment packet into the city of Oldsmar, so they're trying to get it out of the substantially damaged classification to just damaged. If they do that successfully, then they can move forward and get the required building permits.
Okay, and when did that occur?
The paperwork was submitted on September 2nd.
So 2 days ago.
Yes.
All right. And how much time does it normally take for that process to take place? If everything is in the packet that's needed for the city to make the determination?
If everything's in the packet and the numbers are all accurate, it'd be about a week and a half.
Okay. But what is the average, would you say, of time for that process would be? Would it be greater than a week?
As long as both parties are communicating quickly and not lacking a week or two in between, like redoing the numbers and estimates, about 2 weeks.
Okay. How much time do you think would be appropriate amount of time for this property owner to bring this property into compliance by obtaining the building permits that are necessary?
I would initially say, well, I guess we agreed on 60 days.
Okay, so our initial recommendation was going to be 30 days, correct? And the property owner has requested it to be given at least 60 days, and you're okay with that, correct?
I am okay with 60 days, yes.
All right. If the property owner does not bring the property into compliance within that 60-day time frame, what do you think the appropriate dollar amount of the fine should be?
$250 per day.
And why do you think that it should be the highest fine allowable under the code?
Because it could be a possible life safety issue. Once again, work has been done in the home without proper building permits or the proper inspection, so electrical work, plumbing work. Once it's covered up by the drywall, we have no idea to tell if it's safely done or not.
Okay, are you recommending that the property remain vacant during this permitting process?
Yes,
Okay, so right now, there's a for rent sign in the front yard of this property, correct?
correct.
So we would want that to come down. We want to make sure that nobody rents that, correct?
Right.
Okay. All right, I don't have any other questions for Greg. I'm going to go ahead and tender into evidence some documents. Any objections to any of these? No? Okay. So I'm going to hand you 3 things with some attachments. The first is the code violation notice. And the attachments. The second is going to be the notice of hearing and the attachments. And the third is going to be the affidavit of service and the attachments. And ask that they be received in evidence and there being no objection.
Thank you. Thank you. Please show that these documents have been accepted into evidence.
Okay, the city doesn't have any other witnesses. I'm not sure if there's any cross-examination. If there is not, I think that the property owner probably wants to address the code enforcement board.
Thank you, Mr. Cash.
Any questions, Mr. Sloan?
No questions.
if you give us just a minute to review, then we can come forward.
No problem.
Yep. Oh, is that a new one?
Yep.
Oh, this is the other
That's
side.
the third one. Third packet, sorry. Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Let me see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. If you could give your name and your relationship to the property, please.
Of course. May it please the board, I'm attorney Damian Waldman. I represent the homeowner. Now, the homeowner, it's actually not a Vanna IRA Services. The Vanna IRA Services is a IRA for the homeowner, which is the 83-year-old woman. Her name is Donna Callio. That's what it actually says, the Vanna IRA Services for the benefit of Donna Callio. It has an IRA number on it. So she's an 83-year-old woman who this is an investment property for. She hired, these contractors to remedy the damage to the property. She hired licensed, bonded, insured contractors and expected them to follow the codes and pull the proper permits. She did not receive the notices that was sent on in July. She didn't receive it until August 5th. She does not reside at the property. As you saw, the property was vacant. The notices were returned. Vanna IRA Services does not reside at that property. Vanna IRA Services is an IRA company that located in Clearwater, Florida. So they didn't receive the notices either. She didn't get the notice until the notice of hearing was posted on August 5th. She did receive that. So since August 5th, when she knew of the code violations, they've been actively trying to remedy them. They immediately got an appraisal. The property, I have an appraisal right here that I'm going to show, but it says that the property is worth $175,587. The repairs total about $21,000, so that's not even about 20% of the actual value, so it doesn't really meet the substantial damage assessment requirement. I'm going to show this appraisal too.
Mr. Wellman, may I ask a question? Where does the homeowner, Miss Collier, live?
She lives in Hillsborough County.
Where?
Hillsborough County.
Oh, so she was aware of the condition of the area.
Yes, yes. She doesn't live in another state. She lives in, but she has been in and out of the hospital. She's actually in the hospital right now, and her son is here as representative of her. But she has been in and out of the hospital for the last 6 months plus, maybe even longer. But that's another reason why she didn't receive any of the notices.
Is she not receiving any mail?
No, no, she's not receiving the mail. The
So all
only
the
reason
mail
why
has
they
been
knew about
sent back to the post office?
So the only reason why they knew about the notice in the first place is they saw the notice on the door, because the property's been vacant. And they're also going to remove the for rent sign until this is all resolved. So the property will be vacant, and there will be no risk of any damage or no risk of any injury to any person, because the property will be vacant and it's secured. There's nobody that can go in there. So make sure that everything is in compliance with proper code. The electrician that she hired said that they didn't require a permit because it wasn't anything substantial that needed to be done. It was between 2 feet and 4 feet of drywall that was replaced, because not all, I guess, the house, I guess, is different levels. So it wasn't like 4 feet all the way through the whole house that was affected by the hurricane. The electrician, I spoke to him, and he said that the outlets needed to be replaced not because of salt water, but because of salt air. So he said it was, corrosion based on salt air. So I don't even think that I don't know where the outlets were placed, but I guess they're placed a little higher than where the water reached to. And he also confirmed that that it did not affect the electrical inside the wall. It only affected the outlets. So, and obviously they'll get an inspection as to that, and
But
that will make sure it's in accordance with.
The major issue is all of this work was done without a permit. And when you obtain a permit, we have inspections done by the county to make sure that everything is correct. There's rough-in inspections, there's first and second inspections, final inspections. But my main concern is if she was living in Hillsborough County, Advanta was in Clearwater, and Country Club was certainly on the news every night for like a month and a half. It's just surprising to me that somebody wasn't at the property to check it out and do the correct thing. When was the property taken? When did they work on the property?
If you give me a minute to confirm, I can give you that answer. So it was relatively recently, in the last few months. Up to July of this year. I know that she hired the contractor. She expected them to pull the proper permits. I mean, me as an attorney, when I hire a contractor, I expect them to do the right things. You hire a licensed bonded contractor, any normal person would expect for them to do it, especially an AC guy who pulled the permit. My client had no idea that the AC guy did not pull the permit. So again, she's 83. Her son tries to help her. He has a lot of different properties. He's trying to help her, but he can only do what he can do. And once they immediately found out that there were violations, they immediately started remedying them. They got the appraisal. They told the AC guy he needs to get the proper permits and make sure that everything is done in accordance with the code. The AC guy immediately applied for the permit. It's on hold right now, as of yesterday, for the reassessment of the substantial damage assessment, because obviously it wasn't substantial damage. So once that hold is off, they're supposed to issue the permit, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, like the code enforcement officer already testified to. I would ask that you not assess her the highest fine. She's an elderly woman. This is like her only rental property. She's on a fixed income. She's not going to get any income off of this property because, it's going to be vacant until all this is resolved. I would assume that we resolved in 60 days or less. So the 60 days should be adequate time frame for them to remedy all the violations. But I would ask that you, if they don't remedy the violation, that you at least consider reducing the fine substantially for her. She's an 83-year-old woman on a fixed income. You know, it's bad enough that she had to spend the money to fix the property, and now she might have to undo some of the stuff that she did just to be in compliance with the code. And again, she didn't do anything wrong. She just, you know, hired contractors and trusted that they would, you know, pull the appropriate permits. The electrician said that a permit wasn't required. The AC guy, she knows a permit's required for an AC guy. She expected for him to pull a permit. He didn't, but he has done so now.
You talk about contracts. Was there any signed contracts, anything you can produce as evidence that she actually was in a contract with one of these, whether it be the electrician or the guy that's gonna do the work in the house or any of that stuff?
I'm sure she signed contracts. I can get those for you guys. I can produce them at a later time.
So,
And
$21,000 is surprisingly low, that, having thought that it's not been done according to the FEMA regulations, but that's not in this case here. We just want to know if we should extend this for 60 days.
Are you done?
Probably not.
I didn't know if have you seen this already, the substantial damage improvement disclosure form that they filled out? No. I'm gonna show you this too.
That has to go to the substantial damage form, and the new appraisal has to go to the city. The city will then review it. They have a standard that they go by. And so you, and then you would have to abide by that standard. And that's how they determine. I believe I'm right, am I not? City people? Yep.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So, but I think it's a little more than what you have personally. What did you want to say, Mr. Trask?
I want to make sure that he's completely done with his presentation. Do you want to submit those into evidence?
Yes.
Okay, I have no objection to those being received in evidence. That's the appraisal and the substantial damage improvement disclosure form.
Thank you.
Interested in reading those?
Thank you. Shall these then accepted into evidence?
So I just wanted to address a couple of different things. First of all, we think that the 60 days is appropriate time frame based upon the information and the testimony that you've heard today as to when it can come into compliance. As to the dollar amount of the fine, I just want to remind you what the law says with regard to how you calculate the dollar amount of the fine. It's not on sympathy, it's not on the age of the homeowner.
Correct.
You look at the gravity of the violation, that's the first thing the statute says. The second thing is what has the property owner done to bring the property into compliance? And the third thing in determining the amount of the fine is has the property owner been found in violation of the city codes before? So if you use those three criteria, that's how you would determine the dollar amount of the fine. We want you to rely heavily upon the gravity of the violation because of the fact that the home has been remodeled without the building permits and the proper inspections. That's our position. So.
One other question I do have too for you is, when was the Zillow ad put out?
That ad actually is old, and it was before the storm took place, so the granite and all that stuff was actually before the hurricane. So there was no substantial remodel that was completed. You'll see from the substantial damage reassessment form or dispute form that only between 2 and 4 feet of drywall was replaced, outlets were replaced, and they replaced some of the floor, and they replaced a couple doors. It was nothing substantial, and the AC unit, but it was nothing substantial. And they didn't replace all the floors; they only replaced some of the floors, which I think it's the floors where they had carpet. All the other floors that had tile didn't have to be replaced. So it wasn't a substantial amount of remodel that was done. It was remodeled previously, before the storm, and there was additional additional repairs that were done after the storm. And also, my client has not been in violation of the code before. So, I mean, so that's another, as the city attorney said, that's a factor to decide the amount of a daily fine. Have not been in violation of the code before. As soon as they became aware of the violation, they immediately started trying to remedy it. I realized it was like 30 days after the notice was mailed, but they didn't receive the notice. I mean, the property was vacant, the notice was returned unsigned. So, I mean, there's no proof that my client actually received that notice. So, you know, she should get the benefit of the doubt and get those additional.
We actually only have to prove mailing. Anybody have any questions?
You're saying that the countertops and all that was previously before the storm, then, correct?
Correct.
When did the rental sign come down, or is it down?
Actually, it will be down today. I just spoke to the county about the rental sign, and they brought that up as an issue. So when I talked to my client, and they assured me that it will be down today. If we knew it was an issue earlier, he would have taken it down sooner. But he understands that, you know, we want to avoid any potential risk of injury to anyone and make sure that we're in full compliance. And so it will not be rented until this is resolved.
Anyone else? Questions, comments?
I'll make a motion.
Oh, Peggy's still looking.
Peggy's still looking.
It's okay, go ahead.
Okey-doke.
Peggy, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I make a motion, move based on the testimony, evidence, and facts presented in the law at the time of the alleged violation. The address is 409 Country Club Drive, Oldsmar, Florida, 34677. Case number 202-50010. Sorry if I'm speaking fast on that. The alleged violations of 3.3.2 and 6.8.1 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Oldsmar was enforced in effect. The respondents was in violation thereof. The respondent have until my calculations, I got 11/6/25.
I have November 3rd.
You got the 3rd?
That's what I had.
Are we good with the 3rd for the 60-day?
Yeah.
Amend mine to November 3rd, 2025, to come into compliance with the code section or a fine of $250 per day shall be imposed for each day thereafter the respondent remain in violation of said code section.
Does I have a second?
Second. Go ahead.
Jessica? Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You have 60 days. And you will be meeting with the city, and they will help you from there to get the building permits.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. My client will actually correct it within the 60 days.
Before they leave, I want to make sure that we've got a good address for them.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So,
You can just send it to me. I'll give you an email.
What's the address?
okay, well,
Would you please give it to the clerk?
Yeah.
But we really do need an address of the actual address of the homeowner as well.
Okay, I can give you that as well.
thank you. I just want to make sure that any orders or for future notices get there quicker. Okay.
Yeah, I'd like for it to go to them and me.
Okay. We're going on to number 3.
Is that all right, Jenny, or do you?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, so are we ready to move on to the next case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So the next case on the agenda is City of Oldsmar versus Terrains Trust LLC. Is anyone here for that case? Doesn't look like it. Okay. All right, so the city is going to call Greg Silliman as its witness for this case. Greg, again, if you could state your occupation and your responsibilities here at the city.
My name is Greg Sullivan, I'm the code enforcement officer, and I enforce the city code in the city.
Are you familiar with this property located at 413 Country Club Drive?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and is this a case that's coming forward as a proactive case or a complaint?
Proactive.
Okay, and what was the actual violation that was found on this property?
It was violation of section 3.3.2 and section 6.8.1, which were both for conducting interior build-out on the property without first obtaining all required building permits.
So when you determined that there was a violation, did you determine who the property owner was, and how did you find that out?
Yes, the property owner is listed on the Pinellas County Property Appraiser's website as Terrains Trust LLC.
All right, did you issue a code violation notice to Terrains Trust LLC for the cited violations?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and what was the date that you sent that letter?
July 17th, 25.
Okay, in that letter, did you attach to the letter the printout from the property appraiser's office?
Yes, I did.
And did it reflect that property owner as Terrains Trust LLC like you just mentioned?
Yes, it did.
Okay, did you also attach to it other documentation?
Yes.
What did you attach?
I attached 2 photos of the old listing we had with the notice of violation, as well as a for sale was on Realtor.com, and the property was listed for sale with the, stated it was fully renovated, 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, newly renovated kitchen,
Got it. Thank you.
and newly updated bathrooms, as well as a picture of the updated kitchen and a picture of the updated bathroom. That was included in the notice of violation we sent out.
Okay, and when you sent out the notice of violation, was there a compliance date that you requested they come into compliance?
Yes, that 30 days.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start submitting these things so you can circulate
Thank you.
all at one time. We tender the code violation notice.
Accept them into evidence.
So did the property owner come into compliance within that 30-day period of time?
No, they did not.
Okay. When you were doing your research on this property, did you do research relative to Zillow listings for the property to determine whether or not it had been listed for sale?
Yes, I have 2 packets. I have one of the property before the hurricane that was obtained from Zillow.com, which has a description of the property, photos of the outside of the home, photos of the kitchen, bathrooms, and living areas in the home.
All right, and when you prepared this, did you also do it for more recent, for what the property looks like now, the Zillow
Yes.
listing?
The second packet is from Realtor.com, with the house listed for sale. This also has photos of the home, description of the work that had been done and renovated in the home, the newly updated kitchen and bathrooms, newly installed water heater, and the new interior living space with new floor, drywall.
I'm going to tender those into evidence. I'm going to mark them number 1 and number 2. Number 1 being what it looked like before the storm. Number 2, after the storm. We tender those into evidence.
Thank you. We accept these into evidence.
Since the property did not come into compliance, did you issue a notice of hearing for today?
Yes, I did.
And did you send that by, well, first of all, let me back up. The letter that we were just talking about, the code violation notice, did you send that by regular and certified mail?
Yes.
Okay. Did the regular mail come back to the city?
No.
All right. Did the certified mail come back to the city? Did you actually receive the green card back in the mail? Right, it's attached to the front of the packet we just sent in. Okay. All right, now let's go to the notice of hearing. Was that sent by regular mail and certified mail?
Yes.
And did that regular or certified mail come back to the city?
No.
Okay. And when you issued the notice of hearing, what date was that?
That was on August 15th.
When you sent it out on August 15th, did you attach additional documents to the notice of hearing as well?
Yes, I attached a copy of the Pinellas County Property Appraiser's website and a copy of the listing for the home for sale, as well as a picture of the remodeled kitchen and the newly installed water heater.
What's the purpose of sending the photographs to the property owner?
The purpose is just to let them be aware that we know that work has been done
Okay.
and that there is an existing
All right. I'm going to tender into evidence the notice of hearing.
Accept this into evidence?
So did you also post the notice of hearing at the property?
Yes,
Okay, and what date did you do that?
August 15th.
And did you also post it at City Hall?
Yes.
Okay, and what date did you do that?
The photo I took was on August 26th.
So when was it actually posted, according to your affidavit of service?
On August 15th.
All right, did you also send it by regular and certified mail then?
Yes.
Okay, did you prepare an affidavit of service reflecting those four things?
Yes.
When you prepared that affidavit of service, did you attach to it photos of the posting of the notice of violation of the property and at City Hall?
Yes.
We accept these into evidence?
So as of today, the property is not in compliance, correct? What has the property owner done to bring the property into compliance?
We received their substantial damage paperwork on September 2nd.
Okay, so that's under review at this point then?
Yes.
Okay, how much time do you think it'll take to review that packet, that application?
About a week and a half.
How much time do you think that the property owner should be given to bring this property into compliance?
30 days.
And what is the dollar amount of the fine that you would assess on this property and the reasons why?
$250 per day, for the same reasons as the life safety issues. All the electrical work, water meters have been installed, drywall's in, appliances are in, there's been no Mills County building inspectors, inspections done on the property.
And is it, you said this property is currently for sale?
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, I don't have any other questions for Greg. Any questions?
Is there currently a for sale sign posted on the physical property, or is it just internet listings?
There was one at one time, I do not know if it's
Okay.
still up there right now.
Okay.
So just to summarize, since no one is here for this case, the city is requesting that you find the property owner in violation of the two cited code sections, 3.3.2 and 6.8.1, I believe, and ask that you order that the property be brought into compliance within 30 days, so that would put it about
October 4th.
4th. And then should the property owner not bring the property into compliance by that date, that you assess a $250 a day fine for every day that the property remains in non-compliance. That's our recommendation.
Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Silman?
Did they, I'm sorry, I don't know if I missed it because I was looking at the evidence. Have they applied for the substantially damaged? Have they done that paperwork with the city, you said?
They turned it in on September 2nd.
On September 2nd, thank you.
Were they originally substantially damaged?
Yes.
And has it been reduced?
No, not as of now, that's the paperwork, they just turned it on the 2nd. That paperwork will be in the process, so it's still considered substantially damaged.
Okay.
Greg, this-
So to get a permit, they would have to have a permit if it's substantially damaged to either have it reduced or get a permit to have it either raised or demolished. So
That's a question to you, Greg.
to be on the fair side,
She
I'm
can't,
not-
she can't, the chair can't testify. She needs to ask you that question.
is that
So-
true?
The home is still substantially damaged.
Correct.
Now, so if they don't get out substantially damaged the category, they would have to bring it to current flood standards, which would include elevating the living space of the home.
Correct. So to do that, my question is, do you think that 30 days, I mean, to be on the fair side, do you think that 30 days is enough time to do that, to get the permits? Or, but they do also, I suppose, have the ability to come back and ask for an extension.
I think 30 days from today is more than fair time, because this is,
Been
they've
going
done
on.
this work 6 months ago. They decided to do it without the building permits. It's their job to know they need the building permits and what they're doing.
Right.
And they're trying to sell the home before any of the permits are done. So I think if we let that house be sold, some buyer might be buying, because all the problems are gonna stick with the
Right,
property.
exactly. It travels with the land. Okay, any other questions?
Like I said, this might be a dumb question since I'm new still. When you say this wasn't a complaint issue, how do you find out? Do you drive around and see, in the flood area and say, someone's been working on this house, and then that's when you investigate it?
I do that sometimes. This was brought to my attention. We had some other coworkers, Jordan Lance, who works for the city, found the listing that the house was for
Okay.
sale on Realtor.com, and in her investigative work, she pulled up that private before picture from the Zillow
Okay.
packet. And, because I can't just walk into people's
Right.
homes.
Right.
So this is my evidence that, hey, work has been done in here.
All right, great
The
work.
house is vacant.
Great work then. I just was curious to know how you,
Sometimes I will, that would usually start with a stop work order on site, and then I would follow my investigation.
okay. Learning process for me.
No problem.
Anyone else? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion on case number 2025-0011 for the property located at 413 Country Club Drive in Oldsmar, Florida. I move based on the testimony, evidence, and the facts presented in law that at the time of the alleged violation, sections 3.3.2 and 6.8.1 of the Code of Violations of the City of Oldsmar was in force and effect. The respondent was in violation thereof. The respondents have until October 4th to come into compliance with the code section, or a fine of $250 per day shall be imposed for each day thereafter the respondent remains in violation of the code section.
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Are we moving someone?
Yes, I'd like to, so this person does not have to wait until I go through the rest of the cases. If you don't mind, I'd like to move 2 cases up. She's here for, I'm sorry, I didn't grab her name, cases 7 and 8.
Okay.
So the first case is.
The Willamette Group Trust?
ma'am.
Washington Avenue Properties.
Oh,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
Washington Park Village. Okay.
So we'll go ahead and start with the first one, City of Oldsmar versus Oldsmar, DP1 LLC, Willamette Group Trust. This is for the property located at 412, 414, 416, 422, and 424 Washington Avenue. You remember that this property came before the Code Enforcement Board in the month of July. And the board entered an order titled Findings of Fact, Conclusions of Law and Order. That order was entered July 8th. It provided that the property owner was to bring the property into compliance by August 3rd, 2025, or be subjected to a $250 a day fine. And so that's the case we're here on today. And so I would call Greg as the city's witness. Greg, if you could state your occupation and your job responsibilities here at the city.
I'm the code enforcement officer for the city. I enforce the city codes.
All right. When this case came before the Code Enforcement Board before, it set a compliance date of August 3rd. Did you go out to the property after August 3rd to determine whether or not the property was in compliance?
Yes,
Okay, what date did you go to the property?
August 6th.
Was the property in compliance as of August 6th?
No, it was not.
Okay, did you issue an affidavit of non-compliance for this case then?
Yes, I did.
Okay, did you issue a notice of hearing for today's date as well?
Yes,
When you issued the notice of hearing for today's date, did you send it by regular and certified mail?
yes,
Okay, did the regular mail come back?
no,
Did the certified mail come back?
yes.
Okay, and what was the notation on the certified mailing as to the reason it came back?
Unclaimed.
All right. The address that you sent it to was what address?
It is 8141 Chaparral Road, Lone Tree, Colorado, zip code 80124.
Okay, and why did you send it to that address?
That's the address that's listed on the Ellis County Property Appraiser's website.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and take that. So the property as of today, is the property still in non-compliance?
It is in non-compliance still.
Okay. So we're going to tender into evidence 2 things. The first is the findings of fact that were entered on July 8th, so you have a reference. And then the second thing is the notice of hearing and the affidavit of noncompliance was
Accept
attached.
these into evidence.
So to also tender that.
To accept these documents into evidence.
So today, all we're asking for you to do is accept the affidavit of noncompliance, and that just acknowledges the fact that the property is still not in compliance with the cited code section.
Correct.
Okay? And now I'm going to give my space up. Oh, you also prepared an affidavit of service?
Yes.
Okay, all right, I'll get one more thing into evidence. So when the property when the notice of hearing for the property came back to you, did you issue an affidavit of service?
Yes,
Okay, and when you issued an affidavit of service, did that provide that you had posted the property with a notice of hearing?
yes.
Okay, when did you post the notice of hearing?
August 6th.
Okay, did you also post City Hall?
Yes,
Did you take photographs of both of those postings?
yes,
Okay, and are those attached to the affidavit of service?
yes.
All right.
As well as there's an email, that I emailed the property owner, Pete Gonzalez, the notice of hearing for today's date as well. So
Okay.
there's just an email copy of that as well. if you need that.
We'll tender that to evidence as well.
Accept these for evidence. Thank you.
I just didn't want to not show up today because I knew we had this, but I wanted to give an update that we are working on this.
Okay, could you please state your name and your association with the property?
Yes, my name is Rebecca Drew, and I work for Pete Gonzalez.
Okay.
Okay. So like I said, I knew this was going on today. Pete sent this to me, so I just wanted to come and give an update of where we're at because I was wrong. I reached out the other day. I thought we were finished, but we are not. So we're working with, we've gotten the lawn taken care of, and this, forgive me, I don't know if, there's two cases.
Right.
Are we talking about both of them right now?
No, just one.
Which
One at a time.
One at a time.
Which one is this one? Do you mind telling me?
This is the one against
Where you met?
the Wilmette.
Is it the
Drew?
house or is it the?
It's the house.
Okay, so for the house, we actually have them coming out tomorrow to put the screen or the fence around the house so that we can get, schedule the inspection with the city of Oldsmar so that we can get that permit taken care of so that we can move on to the Pinellas County permit. So we're moving on that. That's all I have on
And it
the
is a
house.
screen to demolish?
I'm sorry?
Is it a screen to demolish?
It's a screen to protect it so that they can come out there until we get the permit to demolish it.
So the intention is to demolish that house. You just have to get the permits.
We have to get the permits.
Okay.
So I have a question about a demolition permit. If somebody is going to demolish their home, do they have to go through the city to get that demolition permit, or do they go directly to Pinellas County?
They go first to the city of Oldsmar to do zoning,
Okay,
and then like when they install the silt fence,
okay,
city of Oldsmar will inspect that. Then they get the permit through Pinellas County. They inspect the cap off of the sewer and electrical to make sure those aren't live or active.
okay,
And then Pinellas County will issue the demolition permit. So
okay. Thank you. I wasn't clear on that. Appreciate it.
Good question. Does anyone else have any questions for Ms. Drew?
No.
All right, do we have are you going to recommend the motion, Mr. Trask, or are you going to go on through?
No, it's,
We just accept the affidavit of noncompliance?
yeah, the motion to accept the affidavit of noncompliance, that's all we're requesting.
Okay,
I'll go ahead and make the motion,
okay.
unless you guys don't know, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I jumped right in on you, didn't I?
No, that was fine.
I move to accept the affidavit of non-compliance in case number, and I'm hoping I'm getting that one right, the 202500007.
Correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure. And to award the city, I assume there was the $250 for the costs incurred?
No, you don't need to
We
address
don't have,
any
we
of
don't have
that.
to do the cost?
No, sir.
Thank you. Need a second?
All right, does
I'll
anybody have a
second.
second? Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
All right,
Now we
thank
can
you.
go to another one, Mr. Task?
Yeah, so we're going to go to case number 8 on your agenda. This is affidavit of non-compliance for the Washington Park Village Homeowners Association for the property on Washington Avenue. We'd call Greg Silliman as our city's witness. And just so that you understand why I ask every single time, you may ask that. I know you know who he is, but if this case was appealed,
In the record.
it needs to be in the record for this
Yep.
particular case and not 3 cases before. So that's why I always do that, okay? All right. So I'd ask Greg to state his name, his occupation, and his job responsibilities here at the city.
I'm Greg Sullivan, I'm the code enforcement officer, and I enforce the city codes.
Are you familiar with this case that came before the Code Enforcement Board on July 3rd?
Yes,
Okay, did the Code Enforcement Board enter in a findings of fact, conclusions of law on July 8th requiring the property be brought into compliance by August 3rd, 2025?
yes it did.
Okay. And if it didn't come into compliance by that time frame, what was the dollar amount of the fine to be assessed?
$150 per day.
All right. So, did you go out to the property to determine whether or not it was in compliance as of August 3rd, 2025?
Yes,
When did you go out to the property?
August 6th.
Was the property in compliance?
No,
Is it in compliance as of today?
no.
Okay. And what do they need to do to bring this property into compliance?
This property still, there's a fallen tree. Sections of it have been removed, but there's still portions that need to be removed. There's tree debris all over the parcels, as well as leftover construction material, big concrete block and culverts, and then other debris of trees.
Okay. So, did you issue a notice of, an affidavit of non-compliance because they did not come into compliance by August 3rd?
Yes,
And did you attach it to a notice of hearing that you mailed to the property owner?
yes.
Okay. The property owner here is different than the previous case, and the reason why?
There's multiple parcels on the whole property, so this is the common or HOA area of the property.
Okay. So, did you issue a notice of hearing then, and what was the date you issued that notice?
I issued it on August 6th.
All right. And where did you send it to?
To the Washington Park Village Homeowners Association at 1594 East Lake Woodlands Parkway in Oldsmar, Florida, 34677.
Did you send it by regular and certified mail?
Yes,
And did the mail come back?
yes,
Both the regular and certified mail?
yes.
Okay. Why did you send it to that address?
It's because it's the address that's listed on the Pinellas County Property Appraiser's website.
Okay. And when you sent the notice of hearing, did you attach the affidavit of non-compliance?
Yes.
What else did you attach to it?
A copy of the Pinellas County Property Appraiser's website.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take those. I'm going to tender those into evidence. Tender these into evidence.
Accept these into evidence.
And I also tender into evidence the findings of fact, conclusions of law and order, so that you have that.
Accept this into evidence.
When the letters came back, did you issue an affidavit of service for this case?
Yes,
Did that reflect that you posted the property with a notice of hearing?
yes.
When did you post the property?
August 6th.
Did you also post it at City Hall?
Yes,
What date was that?
August 6th.
All right. When you did the affidavit of service, did you attach anything to it?
Yes, I attached copies of the posting on the property. A couple other photographs of the vegetation at the time, it was extremely overgrown. Also a copy of my emailing Pete Gonzalez, the owner of the property, the notice of hearing, as well as the picture of it posted at City Hall.
All right, I would tender that into evidence as well.
Thank you. We accept this into evidence.
Andrews?
So I don't have any other questions for Greg. Any
Ms. Drew, did
cross-examination?
you have anything?
Um,
Did you have anything, Ms. Drew?
No, I was just trying to give you guys updates that we are working on it.
If you would like to, you can step up and state your name and your association to the property, and we can hear you.
My name is Rebecca Drew, and I work for Pete Gonzalez. And this is for the Washington Park Village
Correct.
address. So we are working on that. We have guys out there. They've been cutting the trees down. They're getting it hauled off. We are working on it. So I just don't want y'all thinking it's not being worked on, because it is.
Thank you. Does anybody else have any questions for Ms. Drew?
I have a comment, if I may. Sorry, but that house has been sitting like that for a long, long time. And as a fellow resident of the city, it's kind of been awful to look at
Right.
for a long time. So there is a little bit of frustration that it's taken this long for somebody to look at, and that we've necessitated somebody having to come here to defend themselves about it. So just feel that frustration in where this is all coming from, so.
I completely
I'm glad you're here, though.
understand. I would still rather just come and let you know we are working on it. Unfortunately, there was a delay when I was notified about it, which I'm the one that's handling it now.
Yeah.
So it'll be good, and it's getting taken care of, so all these violations will soon be a faded memory for you, hopefully.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
If there's no further comments, can we have a motion for the acceptance of noncompliance?
I'll make a motion.
Right, Rita?
Motion to accept the affidavit of non-compliance, I just want to make it clear.
Right.
Yes. Are we not planning on, well, I'll second it, but the discussion is, are we not going to assess a fine?
There's already a fine in place.
Your original.
So we're not awarding costs until the very end?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, it's been moved to accept the affidavit of noncompliance in case number 202-50008. And a second,
Second.
any discussion further? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't bring my book.
That's okay.
I just passed mine down to
All I
you.
have to do is,
I just passed my book down if she needs it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So is all the evidence getting down to Jenny somehow?
Yes. Yes.
I just don't
We've
want
got a
you
process.
to go home with it today,
Oh,
and
no,
then
no,
we
no,
have
no,
to search
no.
it down. Okay.
Nobody goes home with evidence.
All right. So, Madam Chair, if we can move on to item number 4 on the agenda?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, item number 4.
This is the City of Oldsmar versus RC Homes Construction LLC. And I would call Greg Silliman as the city's witness. Greg, if you could state your name, your occupation, and your job responsibilities here at the city.
I'm Greg Sullivan, the code enforcement officer, and I enforce the city codes.
All right, are you familiar with this case that was before the Code Enforcement Board on June 5th?
Yes,
Okay. Are you familiar with the findings of fact, conclusions of law, and order that was entered on June 11th?
yes,
Okay, in that order, it provides that the property owner was supposed to bring the property into compliance by July the 5th. If not, a $250 a day fine would be imposed, correct? Okay. And did you go and inspect the property on or after July 5th?
I did.
And what date did you go to the property?
July 8th.
Was the property in compliance on July 8th?
No, it was not.
Is it in compliance as of today?
No,
Okay. Did you issue an affidavit of non-compliance?
yes, I did.
And did you also prepare a notice of hearing for today's hearing?
I did.
Okay. Did you send the notice of hearing to the property owner?
Yes,
Did you send it by regular and certified mail?
yes,
Okay. Did the regular mail come back to the city?
no,
Did the certified mail come back to the city?
no.
Okay. Attached to the notice of hearing was what?
Attached to the notice of hearing was the affidavit of non-compliance and the first page of the Pinellas County Property Appraiser's website.
I'm going to tender that into evidence. I'm also going to tender into evidence the order that was entered.
We accept these into evidence, thank you.
Did Did you also prepare an affidavit of service for this case?
I did.
All right. And does the affidavit of service show that you sent that notice of hearing by regular and certified mail?
Yes.
Did you also post the property with a notice of hearing?
Yes.
What date did you post the property?
August 11th?
Did you also post City Hall
Yes.
with the notice of hearing?
Yes.
And what date did you do that?
August 11th?
Did you prepare the affidavit of service then for today?
Yes.
Okay, and what's attached to the affidavit of service?
2 photos of the notice of hearing posted on the property and 1 of it posted at City Hall.
Okay, thank you. I'll tender that into evidence.
Thank you. We accept these into evidence.
I don't have any other questions for Greg. I don't know if there are any questions from the board.
Does anyone have any questions for Greg or Mr. Trask?
So we're just requesting then that you have a motion to accept the affidavit of noncompliance.
Do we have a motion?
So move. I'll make the motion. I move to accept the affidavit of noncompliance in case number 20250002.
I'll
There's a
second.
motion. Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We can go on to number 5.
Thank you. This is City of Oldsmar versus Alpha Blue LLC for the property located at 506 Shore Drive East. Greg, if you could state your name, your occupation, your job responsibility here at the city.
My name is Greg Sullivan. I'm the code enforcement officer, and I enforce the city code.
You familiar with this case that was before the Code Enforcement Board on June 5th?
Yes.
And the board entered an order titled Findings of Fact, Conclusions of Law and Order. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay, it was entered on June 11, 2025,
Correct.
and it gave a compliance date of July 20th, 2025, and a fine of $250 a day, correct?
Yes.
All right. Did you go out to the property after July 20th to see whether or not the property was in compliance?
Yes.
Okay. Was it in compliance?
No, it was not.
Did you issue an affidavit of noncompliance?
Yes.
Okay, and what date did you do that?
July 21st.
Is that the day you went to the property?
Yes.
Okay. Did you also issue a notice of hearing for today's hearing?
Yes.
Okay, when you issued that notice of hearing, what date was that?
Issued on August 13th.
Okay, and did you send it by regular and certified mail?
Yes.
Did the regular or certified mail come back to you?
No.
Okay. What was attached to the notice of hearing when you mailed it?
The notice of hearing had attached a copy of the affidavit of noncompliance and a copy of the first page of the Mills County Property Appraisal website.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to tender the order and the notice of hearing.
Thank you. We accept these into evidence.
Subsequent to the issuance of the notice of hearing, did you issue an affidavit of service?
Yes.
And does that reflect that you posted the property with the notice of hearing?
Yes.
When did you do that?
August 13th.
Did you also post City Hall with a notice of hearing?
Yes.
And what day did you do that?
August 13th.
Okay. When you prepared the affidavit of service, was there something attached to it?
Yes, there's 2 photos of the property posted with the notice of hearing and a photo of it posted at City Hall.
All right. So as of today, the property is still in non-compliance. You're asking the board to accept the affidavit of non-compliance, correct?
Correct.
All right. We tender this in evidence.
Thank you. We accept these into evidence. Do you have anything further, Mr. Trask?
I'm sorry, I have nothing further. Any questions for Mr. Silliman?
Would anybody have any questions?
No.
Does anyone have a motion?
I move to accept the affidavit of noncompliance in case number, is that 5?
Yep.
Number 20250005.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the affidavit of noncompliance. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Do you have anything else further?
We have one more case.
Oh, I missed it. Where is this?
So we're on number 6.
Page 18.
Oh,
City of Oldsmar versus Real Estate Elegance LLC. Can I proceed on that?
yes, sir.
Okay. So the city would call Mr. Silliman again, testify. Sir, if you could tell us your name, your occupation, your job responsibilities here at the city.
Greg Solon, code enforcement officer, and I enforce the city code.
Are you familiar with the fact that case was before the Code Enforcement Board on June 5th?
Yes,
Okay, and the board found a violation and issued a compliance date of July 5th?
yes,
Okay, and then if not in compliance, $250 a day fine?
correct.
Okay. And did you go out to the property to determine whether it was in compliance as of July 5th?
Yes,
When did you go to that property?
July 8th.
Was the property in compliance as of that date?
No,
Is it in compliance as of today?
no,
All right. Did you issue a notice of hearing then for today's hearing?
yes.
What date?
On August 12th.
Did you send that by regular and certified mail?
Yes,
All right. Was the regular or certified mail returned to the city?
no.
All right. What did you attach to the notice of hearing when you sent it to the property owner?
Attached to the notice of hearing is a copy of the affidavit of noncompliance and a page 1 of the North Carolina Property Pages website.
All right, thank you. I'm going to tender the notice of hearing into evidence along with the order that the court entered.
Thank you. We accept these into evidence.
When you sent the notice of hearing, did you also post the property with the notice of hearing?
Yes,
What date was that?
August 12th.
And did you also post the notice of hearing at City Hall?
Yes,
And what day did you do that?
August 12th.
Did you prepare an affidavit of service to reflect all that information?
Yes,
And did you attach anything to the affidavit of service?
yes. There's 2 photographs of the notice of hearing posted on the property and one photograph of it posted at City Hall.
All right, thank you. I would tender that into evidence as well.
We accept these into evidence.
I don't have any other questions of Greg. I don't know if the board has any questions.
Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Silman?
No.
Or Mr. Trask?
So we would just ask that you accept the affidavit of noncompliance in this case.
I move to accept the affidavit of noncompliance in this case number 202-50006.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded to accept the application in this case. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you very much. I don't have anything else for you unless you have something for me.
Well, I have nothing for you, and does anybody else have anything, Mr. Trask?
I just have a quick question for these houses that are, these properties that are found not in compliance. Does the fine just run
Yes.
then?
Yes.
And nothing happens and,
Until it's brought into
but they're not
compliance.
allowed to sell it or anything like that?
They can sell it, but it runs with the, I'm sorry.
But it runs with it? Right,
So-
right.
So the law is that we can record the findings of fact, when we do that. We record a certified copy of that in the public record. So when it goes to be sold, that will show up on any title search, and it will
Okay.
have to be addressed at that time. If it's not addressed, sometimes people just buy it as is, and they take it with whatever problems it has.
Okay,
But ultimately, the lien continues to run.
okay.
If it's non-homesteaded real property. If it's a homesteaded property, the lien does not attach, but the lien would attach to personal property or any other non-homesteaded property that the person owns. So if they own their house here, down the street they own a vacant lot, the house is homesteaded, the vacant lot's not, the lien would hit that property down the street, okay? So it attaches to any non-homesteaded real property.
And that lien doesn't really go away ever?
It does go away once it's released,
Right.
and it can be released by payment in full,
Right,
or if it's, or if the city just wants to release it because we know it's going to be developed by someone who's going to take care of it. Sometimes they just waive the fine, not very often.
right.
And sometimes we settle them by, let's say, example, it's a $10,000 fine, we may accept $7,500.
Okay,
We don't make that decision. It goes before the city council, and the city council would make that decision.
okay. But it is on a title search, so that's, okay.
And then in a worst-case scenario, statute allows us, after 90 days passes, to foreclose the lien. So we can bring a complaint to foreclose the code enforcement lien. Usually don't do that unless the property owner is just not doing anything at all, and that's just an incentive to push it to get the work done that needs to be
And
done.
that would be on a non-homesteaded?
Only on non-homesteaded property.
Okay,
It can be homesteaded.
awesome, thank you.
Okay.
Good explanation.
Thank you, Mr. Trask. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do want to
Oh.
apologize.
Oh, yes.
for being late. It was a medical issue that I'm dealing with, so I do apologize.
Glad you made it.
Glad you made it.
You're here, that's the important part, huh?
Thank you.
Show that we're adjourned at 5:14.
Thank you.
Thank you too, Peggy.
I always say,
I know, right?
Another medical absence.
that's Mike's.